going to tell you this little story, and I'm going to get your opinion on this story. Now, what it was I think this was in, I want to say Arkansas, if I'm correct, I'm not sure. But there was a waitress, and she worked at a restaurant. And there was this group of people, and they had a little group, and they came to dinner, and what they did was they were going to do something to help somebody out and what they said, pay it forward type deal. And what they did was everybody in the group put $100 for a tip for the waitress. Now there was 44 people, so it's $4,400, $4,400. They gave the tip to the girl, the waitress, and the manager or owner wanted her to spread that out for everybody in the.
If she earned it.
Yeah, to spread it out for everybody in the the restaurant, but they never really did that. So I guess they went outside, they gave her the money and everything, and found out a couple of days later they ended up firing her. And so the people heard what happened. They started GoFundMe for her because she said something about having some college bills or something like that. So, I mean, what do you think about that the situation? Now, you did say that, hey, she earned the tip or whatever, but what do you think of her about her being fired though?
I think it was unjust because generally they're working at a certain wage. I don't know if they've changed that status. I know that hostesses used to work at a lower rate because they earn tips.
Right.
Okay. I think that's changed. I don't know that that's the case anymore. So regardless, if she worked hard enough if she worked to the point where they felt like she was just that amount of money,
right,
she earned that. Why I got to share that?
Yeah, now for me,
and that was a decision
right,
that group of people felt that she earned.
Right.
So,
but I don't know if they didn't say whether or not her tip was she was going to automatically keep all the money and not give none. I guess in my position, knowing what they were doing, I would probably say, well, I'm going to do something for everybody and maybe throw a party and spend, a few $100s for everybody just because,
You know who I would have shared it?
What?
Who I would have shared it with?
Who's that?
The chef.
Okay. But
that's who I would have shared it with.
The only reason why, because it wasn't necessarily that she was necessarily a great person or a great waitress. It was just like a lottery. She just happened to get that table. So anybody would have ended up with that table would have got that $4,400. $4,400, that's weird. But anyways, it's a show. There's a series, $4,400. But so for me, I understand she has a right because of giving her to keep it. But if it was me, I'm thinking to myself, if I wasn't the lucky draw at that time, somebody else would have came, they would have got it, and that would have been theirs to do what they want to do with it. So I would say, well, I'm gonna look out for the people that I work with, and that would be me. But that's not you. You're gonna keep all the money.
Listen. If she worked the tables, how many people were there?
What do you mean that
she?
Well, they said they gave $100 per person. So I'm thinking if it's $100 per person, it had to be 44 because it was a group. It was a organization.
First of all, why would you give one waitress?
See, there's
44 people.
See, there's a lot of background story to this, and we don't know exactly if that's the deal or not. So that's a good point because I always thought when they said that, I thought maybe just somebody helped her out, and she just happened to be the waitress that took all the orders and turned it in, and someone helped. I would assume that 44 people, somebody would have to help her.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, for even those, I'm not saying that they just helped here and there, but I took all the orders and all that. I might look for here. I look for here. Here's $50 here. I would probably do that. That's just me.
If you were the only one that did it?
No. If okay, that's a good question. If I was the only one and I did the whole thing, everything by myself.
Besides cook the food.
Besides cook the food, I would actually give a little bit. I would do something for the whole. I was like, okay, after dinner, after we close, we can all go out for drinks, or we go out something, I'll pay it, whatever, that kind of thing. I'll do something for them.
Listen, let me say this, okay? Because if it wasn't for 44 people, party of 44 that I had to take care of, I could have been taking care of this table, that table, this table, that table. You ain't gonna get
$4,400 in tip though.
What?
You're not gonna get $4,400 worth of tip, and you could work 4 months.
Listen, even if they didn't give her $4,400.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying they still would have tipped her. If she was working that table individually by herself and they just tipped her, not necessarily $4,400, I'm just saying tipped her.
Right.
So I'm exclusive to this table.
Right.
I'm working this table. I got to work this table. I got to work this table over here. I got to work this table and that table over way over yonder.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying her working this table 44 people took her away from working those other tables to get tips from those other people.
Right.
Whether it was
I
$1.
Yeah, but you looking at,
whatever.
I know you're looking at
I'm
that.
just saying,
but
so-
but the thing is, people, if they had the choice, would rather work that 144 that table or table fries with 44 people than to work all 10 other tables, because they're not gonna make that money in 10 others. So money wise, the 44 was the right move.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm not saying she's got the right to keep it all, because I believe that it's her tip, it's her money, she can do what she wants. I'm just saying, if it was me, if I was the only one that did it, I would do something, spend maybe $300 or $400 to help looking out for people. When we come in to work tomorrow, I bring breakfast or whatever. I would do something like that. And if I had someone help me, if it was me and 2 or 3 other waitresses or waiters or servers, then I would go and say, hey, here's $50, here's $50. I would have done that. That's what I would do. Maybe even $100. I don't know, depending on how many help me. I would have gave them some money, and then the rest of the people, I was like, hey, we'll do a little something, come into work, I'll bring breakfast, that kind of thing. So out of that 4,400, I probably would spend about $400 or $500 back to the people that's helping me out, especially if she had bills. So you're gonna take care of those school bills, and that's what I would have done. But y'all tell us what you would do. But I mean, I would help.
I'm not trying to say what? Don't do that.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Don't do that.
Right.
I'm saying she worked that table. She worked hard enough that she satisfied them giving her that kind of tip. They could have been generous people. They could have been rich people.
That wasn't their goal. Their goal just said wherever they go, this is their pay forward.
You asked me the question.
Yeah, but you saying that they worked hard. It wasn't a court that she didn't get the money because she worked hard. She got the money because they were going to do this no matter who the waitress or waiter or server was going to be. They was going to whoever, every time they go somewhere, if it's 20 of them, they all would tip $100 each. This particular time it was 44, based on the math. They never said how many people, but if they all gave $100, then that's $4,400. If my math is right. So I'm just saying. So whoever would have got it. This is not the only time they've done it. They've done this other places.
Okay.
And so when they go around, so when she got it, she understands that this is more than she would regularly get in tip in probably 2 or 3 or 4 months. Mm-hmm. So having said that, I would say I appreciate that, but I'm gonna kind of look out for my coworkers too, because they work hard too or whatever. So let me do a little something for them. Now the lion's share will go to me, but I would probably look out for them. But y'all let us know what y'all think, and and we're just trying something new, trying to get into some news that we hear from time to time, put it out, and we're trying to get these things out to y'all in a little different fashion outside of maybe the reaction videos. But y'all let us know what you think, and with that, I guess we're gonna get out of here. But make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell and share and comment below. And I do believe that's it.
That's it. Thanks for listening
to Sunshine and Me.